Hi, welcome everyone to Political Playtime with John.
Yo.
And my name is Lou. Today we want to do an episode on misleading titles on YouTube. Okay, because this one is just awesome. So here's a gentleman who has podcasts on YouTube, lots of them. Now I want to say this, don't have any issues with the content, right? Because you've watched a few too.
Yeah, it's those titles that this guy's
don't have an issue with the content in the podcast, but I'm going to say this. You have to have an enormous set of balls to title your podcasts in the way that this gentleman does.
And there's some good ones.
And there's some that are just so comical, and they're to serve one purpose, these totally outrageous titles to get you to click, to get you to go on there so he can make money.
And he does.
So he can make money, and he does. And he has, what, 300 and some odd thousand followers?
Yeah, 386 or something like that.
Okay, so, and you know, you want to talk about misleading, right? What's Webster's definition for misleading?
Well, Webster, to lead in a wrong direction or into mistaken action or belief, often by deliberate deceit. And this is definitely deliberate.
This is actually deliberate deceit in the title. Again, we have no issue with the content. Once you listen to them, no problem. It's the titles that are just absolutely outrageous. We're going to read you some.
They are out there.
I'm going to read you some. Leaked video of Trump hair, wig falling off. Judge handcuffs Ivanka Trump. Now you think to yourself if this is true.
Oh, didn't Ivanka die in Israel?
Oh, hold on. Breaking. Rudy Giuliani found dead at home. And then what he does is then when he talks in his podcast, doesn't mention these things. Just clear cut, misleading titles to get you to go to them. Ivanka Trump tells her father to fuck off. These are legit titles, folks. You can look this up. We're never going to mention the gentleman's name because, again, we're going to say this. We're not criticizing his content. Just the titles, I don't know how anybody could. We could never do this. You and I would never do that. No. We could never, ever even think of doing something like this. Trump announces he's giving up and quitting. Trump just fled the United States for Russia.
When did he do that?
Okay? We're not making this up. I'm just looking, going off of YouTube, just scrolling over.
But the thing is, the podcast has absolutely nothing to do with the title. I mean, there's nothing there on the video.
Here's it's not showing like it does on the TV. Because some of these titles, I mean, it's comical. Where are the new ones? See on the TV screen, when you have it on big screen TV, you can just see them all across. There's one too where Ivanka was found dead in Israel.
Right.
Okay. Not making this shit up. Left wing.
Now you sound like that tele-preacher. Not making this stuff up.
Well, I have to say it so people don't say, oh, these guys are full of shit. No, we're not. Go to YouTube and look it up. You will see titles that you'll be floored. Absolutely floored. That you can't believe it.
There's so many out there that are like that, but this guy is definitely the worst with this.
Oh, and what about
he takes the cake.
Breaking? Rest in peace, a celebrity that just died.
Yeah,
that is alive and well.
Yeah.
Alive and well, but just died. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I mean, these people must be stupid. Don't they know there's news outlets out there?
You know, to me, I could watch him. I could watch his podcast, you know. But the fact that he does these titles just turns me off so much that I'm like, dude, I'm not feeding into this.
No.
I'm not feeding into this bullshit, man. This is absolutely insane. Jared Kushner flips on Trump, takes Georgia plea deal. I mean, these are actually comical. If he's trying to be funny, okay. Judge handcuffs Ivanka Trump after violent outburst. Leaked video of Trump hair wig falling off.
You said that one already.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that one, so maybe that's why. Oh, here's a good one, too. If I can get this thing to... Oh, come on now. I said this one's great. I mean, I got to say this one again. Trump just fled the United States for Russia with suitcases full of cash.
What airline did he take? Aeroflot?
Okay. I mean, this is good. This, right? And then people say there's so much bullshit on social media.
No shit.
No shit. I wonder if with suitcases full of cash. He's in Russia now, so Trump now is in Russia according to this title.
Well, see, at least he didn't say containers full of cash like Batista when he left Cuba.
Okay, most people don't even know who Batista is.
Yeah, that's true.
Breaking. Mike Johnson fired as speaker.
Wasn't there one where he was arrested or something in there?
This is absolute. Lindsey Graham arrested by 9 cops tonight. Judge Engeron fines Trump $200 million for lying in testimony. So if anybody's listening to this, and you know what, we'll probably have someone who's a fan of this network going, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, well, can you prove that?
Marjorie Taylor Greene expelled from Congress in surprise vote. Here's a good one. Vladimir Putin releases Ivanka Trump's sex tape as blackmail. You can't even make this shit up. No, he could make it up, but you can't make it up that someone else made it up, if that makes sense. Because I don't know if that makes sense, because I don't think anything here makes sense. These are titles that are so fucking outrageous. How anybody can have the balls to do this. And you know what that person would say if he was sitting right here beside me? Dude.
Making money.
I'm banking.
That's exactly it.
I have more followers than you, and I'd be like, absolutely you do. But you know what? I wouldn't want your followers doing it this way. Because I couldn't sleep at night. You know?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing I put out titles like this.
And the thing is,
I mean,
people that scroll through that and they see that Ivanka died in Israel. Okay.
Found dead in Israel.
Found dead in Israel. Okay, that would have been all over the news. Are they stupid enough to fall? Yeah, they're stupid enough to fall for that.
But then nothing of this is mentioned in the podcast.
No.
Because it's just deceit
Yeah.
to get you to go. Oh, here's another one. Trump lawyers all quit on him Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
They all quit.
On Sunday.
Yeah, they quit. That's it, they're done. They quit.
It's the hook.
You know, I can't.
How to hook.
Of course, it's a hook, but you know what? There are people that can do a hook and hook you in a way to where you're like, oh, damn it, you got me.
Yeah.
But there's no you got me here.
No, this is way out in the open.
I mean, there's no one that's going to look at this and go, holy shit, I didn't know Trump fled to Russia with suitcases full of cash. Oh my God, Ivanka was found dead in Israel?
Yeah.
It wasn't on the news.
Yeah.
You'd think maybe the news would get a hold of it instead of a podcast.
Graham arrested by 9 cops. Yeah, okay.
Like I mentioned earlier. Celebrity, rest in peace, so-and-so dead.
Yeah.
No, he's not, or he or she. No, they're fine.
Yeah.
He's probably going to live another 40 years.
Or the sad ending of such and such a person.
With a picture of someone in a hospital bed.
Which isn't even the right person.
You know what, folks, for those that don't like when we say things, because we know we've appeased people on both sides. They like things we said. And also, both sides dislike things we say, because we're no party affiliation here. So we're not homers kissing up to a side.
Exactly.
We're not kissing up to a side because, you know what? I think there are more independents, registered independents, than there are Democrats and Republicans.
There are, yeah. Yeah.
And there are Republicans that will not vote for the Republican candidate because they just can't agree with that. There are Democrats that will not vote for a Democratic candidate. They'll vote for an independent. They may not vote for the other side.
No, they'll usually
but they're not going to vote for their person.
Independent or green or something like that. But
the independents tend to a lot of times take longer sometimes too to decide on who to vote for, right? Because they want to hear,
do their research.
They want information.
Yeah.
Where if you're a homer, listen, you can put a turd up for election with a D or an R next to it. I'm voting for it. Okay.
Yeah. That's
or a dead
exactly
person.
What,
Dig someone up. Dig up Reagan.
Wait a minute, didn't a dead person win the election a few years back?
But you can do it because people will just vote for a D or an R.
Right. It's their team.
Their team. Most registered Republicans or Democrats, right? Their team. It doesn't matter how horrible that person is, unqualified, because we already know that's true, because we look at people in Congress.
What's interesting too is registered.
I'm drinking a beer. I actually should be drinking Jägermeister or something to actually deal with this shit.
They talk about registered Republicans, registered Democrats. The key word here is registered. So
exactly.
you go to registry and they ask you, okay, are you a Democrat or Republican? That's because that happened to me when I first registered. Democrat or Republican? I'm going, neither. But you register, automatically you're a Democrat. You didn't go to the Democratic Party. You didn't fill out an application to join. You don't have a membership card in the Democratic or the Republican Party. But that's how they get people.
Yeah, but we both are no party affiliation.
No.
No party affiliation. You know what? I can't stand Trump. Oh, you're anti-Trump. Yes, I'm anti-Trump. But you know what? For you MAGAs out there, I was anti-Trump 30 years ago.
Yeah, back when he was calling himself the Donald.
30 years ago. You didn't know jack shit about Donald Trump 30 years ago. I couldn't stand him 30 years ago. So it's not because a Democrat, Republican, whatever, this or that. I used to like Joe Biden. I was a big fan of Joe Biden. Now, you know what I say about Joe Biden? He shouldn't run.
No, he needs to go.
He shouldn't run.
It's gotten to the point.
Nothing personal about the man. The man has gone down since he went into office. He's declined.
Yeah, and you can see the changes every week.
In a little over 2 years, he's declined. So, is it going to get better? Even Donald Trump. You and I have said Donald Trump is much sharper than Biden.
Yeah, but he's starting to show.
Lately.
Yeah.
Donald Trump lately, the gaffes, the mistakes,
yeah,
the rambling on about bullshit. He's starting to decline.
And he's right now, the polls, he's ahead of Biden in some of the swing states. Was it 5 out of 6 or something like that?
Yeah, but the polls now don't mean shit.
No, they don't mean shit.
They really don't mean shit.
They could be a harbinger.
Obama was down at this stage of the game when he was running, and he became a two-term president. So, I mean, the polls now don't mean anything.
Right, but I still don't think Biden...
I will say this, we can also throw in Mike Pence really quick.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Pence dropped out, what, a week and a half ago, whatever, dropped out of the race. Here's an interesting poll. I think this poll is from Iowa. They polled evangelical Christians on who they support. Evangelical Christians, religious people.
There would be
43% for Donald Trump. Mike Pence, who's one of them, 1%.
Yeah.
1%.
He would be the logical candidate for them.
Of course, he makes total sense. Pro-life forever. Trump was never pro-life. Didn't give a shit about that.
No.
Extremely religious.
Trump
always
was never
been
religious.
Right-wing, extreme religious. Perfect. That's your guy. Nope. 1%.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, grab him by the pussy, cheat on the wives, be abusive,
cheat on the wives in
verbally
public.
Abusive to people, disrespectful. That's my guy. That's our guy because I'm so close to God and Jesus and religious. That's the guy I want.
Well, it kind of tells you what the evangelicals are about. Right there. I mean, these people have no morals. They say they do have no morals.
And you know what? We can throw this in too. How about now these Republicans talking about, oh, all this anti-Semitism and this and that. We got to fight that and support Israel. Okay, great. How about the guys with the torches a couple of years back?
Yeah.
The Jews will not replace us. The Jews will not replace us. Did Donald Trump criticize them? He had everybody telling him, man, you got to say something. They're good people on both sides.
Yeah.
How about that?
There's something that nobody's ever...
How about that? Oh, no, but somebody's going to say, no, that's not true. No, it is.
There's something that they talk about anti-Semitism. Okay, when an Arab is attacked, that's also anti-Semitism, because the Semites, the Jews, the Arabs, and a couple of others, they're all Semites, fall into that group. But it's only, you're only anti-Semitic if you say something against the Israeli government. Then you're anti-Semitic.
If you say anything against a U.S. ally, then that's a problem.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, it's not just Israel, but some of the other ones.
Anyway, if it's an ally, they can do whatever the hell they want. And you got to keep your mouth shut and take it. But what about that? The Jews will not replace us with tiki torches.
Yeah.
What about that? And guess who those people voted for? Wonder who they voted for. Trump.
Who else?
We have video. You guys can go see it on YouTube. Look it up. It's Nazis marching in Florida.
Right.
Is that what it's titled?
I don't remember.
I think it's Nazis marching in Florida. Okay? They're marching around, head skinned, swastikas on them. You can watch it on YouTube. We're not making this up. And what do they say towards the end? Who did they praise? Ron DeSantis.
Yeah. Our wonderful governor.
Ron DeSantis. How is it you guys talk about we can't have anti-Semitism, that's, you know, all of that, but then you have these racist groups who hate Jews vote for you? There's got to be something going on there.
Yeah.
Something going on there. Because it's not that they don't like you either. No, they love you. Like David Duke loved Trump.
Yeah, he endorsed him.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you know David Duke, the former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, endorsed Trump. Oh, that's not true. Somebody's going to say, oh, that's not true. Look it up, because it is true.
The Klan is not.
It is true.
The Klan is no longer racist. They're pro-white.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? Get that?
Yeah, I don't like broccoli, so I'm pro-cauliflower.
I like pickled cauliflower. That's pretty
right?
good.
Instead of saying I don't like broccoli, I'm pro-cauliflower.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these tricks of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
It's all worded.
But we wanted to read these titles from this gentleman. Again, like we said, the content is fine, but you want to talk misleading. That should be in the dictionary of what misleading is.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, Trump took enough cash since he fled to Russia. Ivanka was found dead in Israel. Hopefully she got better.
Trump, I think, got a flight on the new Russian wide body that Aeroflot is using now. They came over, picked him up, and took him over.
And Ivanka was found dead in Israel. Hopefully she got better.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
You know, the enormous set of balls you have
She'll show up, and like on Monty Python's Holy Grail, I got better.
I couldn't make up these titles because it's not even in me to make up such bullshit. And somebody doesn't like to say, oh yeah, you're full of shit. Or everything we say, look it up. Everything we say, look it up, whatever you doubt. Just like I told you about the Nazis marching in Florida. You can go on YouTube and look it up. You'll find it.
Nazis marching in Florida.
Unless YouTube removed it. But it should be there.
No, they didn't remove it.
And then they praise
YouTube.
They praise Ron DeSantis.
YouTube will remove people that say bad stuff about Ukraine, Israel, shit that our government doesn't want people talking about. But as far as Nazis and all that shit, they're no problem with those guys.
But you know what? I'd love for someone to look it up. Anyone who says, oh yeah, you guys are full of shit. Look it up and go, oh wow, it is there.
That's the thing. Most people do not look it up.
But let me finish the sentence.
No.
It's a test. A test. For those that say, oh, you guys are full of shit. We tell you constantly, look it up. If you actually followed up and looked things up, you'd go, yeah, they're full of shit. Oh, wait a minute. There it is.
Even the bird's pissed off.
Oh, wait a minute. There it is. Oh, those titles he just mentioned? Oh, yeah. There it is. We're not sitting here to blow smoke up people's asses. We criticize or analyze things that we know are true that we see.
And the key words here are look them up.
Look it up. But when someone's brainwashed, they're afraid, even subconsciously, they don't want to look it up. You know why? Because it might prove that they're wrong. And they don't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
They don't want to be wrong. And they know if I look it up, I might find it and I might end up wrong.
They don't want their belief system.
It's their ego.
It gets into they don't want their belief system to be affected in any way.
Exactly. Because then it's like, wait a minute, everything I believed was bullshit.
It was bullshit, yeah.
No.
Some people actually do that. They'll do the research. They'll say, holy shit, I can't believe I believed in this crap.
Yes, those are the ones that luck out, like leaving a cult.
Yeah, yeah.
Leaving a cult, and all of a sudden you're free.
Yeah.
Free of it. All right, folks. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hey, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up, and we promise not to come up with ludicrous titles because we're just not. That's not who we are. But
we'll think about them.
And leave a comment if you'd like. We appreciate it. And remember, freedom of speech means everyone has freedom of speech, even with bullshit, like I just showed you. Even bullshit.
Yeah, unfortunately in this country is...
We just need to recognize the bullshit.
Unfortunately in this country, freedom of speech now is freedom of speech for the ones you agree with.
Yeah, and also, stay away from these videos. Rest in peace, a celebrity that just died, that you didn't see on the news that died. Odds are that celebrity didn't just die.
Right, okay. Or the sad ending of this celebrity.
The sad ending, yeah. Or the titles here, Ivanka's dead, found in Israel and all that. Yeah. You'll see it on the news instead of on a podcast.
Wasn't that at a jewelry store?
What?
Ivanka, she was found dead in a jewelry store.
No, she's found dead in Israel.
In Israel, a jewelry store?
No, I don't know where in Israel. She's just found dead in Israel, which was not true.
Maybe she was beating up Palestinians.
Which was not true. All right, so take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you again soon.